Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I was just reminded, and I actually all of Shabbos have been meaning to say, but every time I actually get up to speak, I forget to say it, so I'm going to say it now. I mentioned it in other forums and other areas. For those who are familiar, that recently, thank the good Lord, it's passed recently, but I was quite sick, and I know a lot of people were davening for me. And I want to just say a very, very big thank you for all those who davened. For those who didn't, I don't want to really say anything now because I'm being recorded. But I have a lot of things I'd like to say to you also. Just make that clear. Just don't think you're off the hook. Right? So for those who daven, shkoyach, please, you can take me off your ICU lists. Right? You can move me off. But shidduchim for my kids never hurts. You know what I'm saying? They're a little young, but you know what I'm saying? It's always good to start. All right, let's get started. I love the room with the pillar right in the middle. Nothing like it. Okay. So, is that me?
No, whoever's phone is it?
Oh, someone has a phone it's making noise. Okay, I don't know if you're in a good spot. Yeah? You sure? All right, fine. Okay, we're going to play a little game right now, a little association game, if that's all right. And I'm going to say a word, and I want you to tell me what comes to mind. I will just say that if you have heard this class before, I'm going to make very clear, do not be that guy. And if you are that guy, I will call you out. I will lose by Olam Haba, but I already did it last class, so you're not going to get much, right? So let's try. I say a word, you tell me what comes to mind. Okay, are we ready? For those who aren't, good, please leave. But for those who are, here we go. Ready? If you don't answer, I'm going to call on you personally. I'm just making that clear. You are here at your own risk. Here we go. Ready and up. Not bad. Right. All. I was going to go all around. It goes up, down, right. Down. Okay, so we had a thing going down there. Okay. Black. You guys are really contrarians, aren't you? Okay. Michael. Michael. Okay, good. Michael. Michael. Okay. Alfred. Alfred. You can repeat the same thing. It's okay. Alfred. Orange. OJ. I was thinking guilty, but all right. Here we go. Hashem. I just want to make note. Did anyone else notice that or no? I go black. Everyone goes white. Up, down. Hashem. One person goes echad. Hashem. Weak. Hashem. Michael. Yeah, no one wants to do it now, huh? Okay, all of a sudden we're quiet in the room, aren't we? Okay, we have to get you up again, so let's do this. Here we go. Ready? Marco. Yiddishkeit. Yay. Who said that? I heard two answers, yay and Judaism. Yiddishkeit. 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 Amuna. Pulling a yeshivish move. All right. All right, peeps. So we're going to put that on the back burner for a moment. And I have a question for all y'all out there. If this is clear to you, you are making clear that you're that guy. Here we go. Has anyone here ever been in a rules before? Oh, Hashem. Everyone's from America or North America? Let's try. Has anyone here ever been in a rules before? Have you been in a rules? R-U-L-E-S. Rules. Have you ever been in a rules? Okay, I'll word it differently. Let me word it differently. Has anyone here ever been in a relationship before?
Yes.
Are there rules in relationships?
Yes.
How many? So I gave this over once, and there was a couple in the room. They were sitting next to each other. It was an Eisha Torah in the Essentials room. And I said, how many rules are there? And this couple answered at exactly the same time. The guy said, as many as she says. And the woman said, as many as I say. That was at the same time. I was like, Hatzlacha Rabbah. To the woman and the guy. Okay, but there are rules in relationships. There are many rules in relationships. You can't just do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. When a person's in a relationship, there are many rules. However, let's try to understand this a little bit. Sorry for the... What happened there? Oh. If anybody wants Coke Zero, we are set. Are there rules? The answer is there are lots of rules in relationships. However, let's try to understand something. Just because, what's going on here? There are rules in relationships. Does it really matter? Now, I need a man who is, whose wife is not in the room and is willing to play a little game. Who's not up for it? Raise your hand. That means you all are. Good. Okay. So, you're wearing a sweater. Yeah, what's your name? No, behind. No, like... Mayor, are you married? Oh, forget it. All right. Fine. You know what? Let's try. That's good. That's good. Shidduchim. Say your full name, please. Get the camera in the back. Thanks. Okay, let's try this. I want you to try to play this little game here. Imagine you're working. You get a phone call from your wife, okay? And your wife calls you and says, Honey, she's Spanish. She says, Honey, and you say, Sí, señorita. And then you realize it should be señora because she's married. Okay, señora. And she says, I'm hungry. Where are you from? Good. You finished work, you're on your way home, and your wife says, I'm hungry. You say, excellent, excellent. Take note, everybody. You say, okay, hold on. We're going to get to you in a minute. Don't worry. He said you can tell he's not married. That's what it is. Yeah. We're speaking to him soon. Don't worry. All right. Which one? The prospective shidduch. Oh, he said, what can I get you to eat? Oh. Okay, doing much better than the last guy. Last guy said, what do you say, honey? The guy goes, me too. Hangs up the phone, right? All right. So you say, I'm hungry. Now, I forgot, I just have to make very clear. We're coming up to Purim now. There is a Mishnah Pirkei Avos. The Mishnah says that if you say an idea, you must say it b'shem amro. It's maybe geula la'olam. And not only that, one of my chavus, anyone out there in Torah, maybe you could tell us the marmakum for this, but one of my heilige, we weren't chavusas, the truth is, but we were friends. One of my chaverim in Torah's Moshe mentioned to me that there's a rishon that says that if you do not mention the name of the person, you are marchik the geula, which is pretty heavy, which means all you all out there that come up with shurim and pretend like they're yours, but really you think of someone else, you should know you're the one, and at the end you go, you should know you said the opposite, right? So let's take a look. I heard in this mashal I'm sharing with you right now, I heard from Rabbi Ben Sion Klatsko. This mashal is beautiful, you can see how beautiful it goes. Okay, so again, your name starts with an N? With an M, okay, not Nayer, okay. So I'll be your wife for today, all right? Here we go. For now, after this class is over, we're done. Okay, just want to make that clear. Okay, we're done, it's over, before you even know it. Okay, I'm hungry, you say. Pizza. Okay, you're doing good, but you live in Lawrence, you should know the next question. Good, which pizza store do you want it from, right? If you live in like Nebraska, it would be a little different, yes? So I say, you're already on Central Avenue. I say, I want it from Pizza Pius. Oh, I'm sending you out to Broadway. Yeah, is it still there? Does it still exist? Okay, yes, I say Pizza Pius. It's another pizza store. So you go ahead and you say, okay, good, so far so good. Keep going. I want pizza. 3 slices. Okay, now we know what some other would say, right? Depends how long you're married. In the beginning, you'd be like, sure. As things go on, maybe you'd be like, honey, maybe just a salad. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to be the one to tell. I'm not hinting, okay? I'm being outright. Yeah, okay. Maybe. So I say, no, I want 3 slices. You say? Yes. Can you supersize it, right? I want a Diet Coke with my 3 slices, yeah? With some sweetener, okay? Not sugar. So you go ahead, and we keep going with this, and this is like, I want to tell you, have you heard this before? You are incredible. You are, actually, I don't know if you are. You might not be. You might be really not good. But so far, you're doing really well. You're doing really well, yeah? Now listen to this. This is a person who is in a relationship. When a person is in a relationship, and the relationship is going well, it's going phenomenal, a person is in love. When a person is in love, what will they do? Everything. They'll go above and beyond. They'll go the distance. They'll do more than anyone could have even imagined. And it's not a burden. It's not challenging. Is it that there are no rules there? Of course there's rules. But their focus is totally not there. Their focus is on the relationship. When things are going well, we focus on the relationship. When we're going in the relationship, I would do anything for that. And I would do that. We do anything. We go above and beyond. We go the distance. Person's first anniversary is coming up. What do? They stay up all night long, getting ready, preparing, putting things together. Aren't you tired? Tired? Who cares? Aren't you hungry? What does it matter? I'm in love, right? And things are going great. Now one would think like, okay, love, yeah, that's like a nice goyish concept, love, right? It's not like we have Yahavtos Hashem Elokecha and things like. Wait, love is real. There's such a thing called love. Now it could be that many people don't have it, and it's more infatuation, classic Aish move there. It's possible. But okay, if you can go beyond 2 years without kids and still be connected with each other, then we can start to see there's something real there. But at least in the beginning, they're in love. A person's in love. And what happens to a person's in love? So we know the Gemara comes and tells us. The Gemara tells us, I think it's in Sanhedrin on page 105, but you're not going to check anyway. The Gemara says, maybe it's Kuf Aleph, I think it's Kuf Hey. Maybe it's Kuf Hey Amid Aleph. And the Gemara says, it's also brought down in Medrash Tanchuma. Nun Hey Ches, I think. Rashi brings it down in Genesis. That'll be the first book of the 5 books, Bereshis. In chapter, I'm going to go 22, I think. It's also brought down in Parshas Balak, the flip side of this. Says the Medrash, says Rashi, says the Gemara, Ahava mikalkelet es hashura. Love messes up lines. What else? What else messes up lines? Love messes up lines. What else? Hate messes up line. Love is blind is infatuation. That's infatuation. But here, love messes up lines. Hate messes up lines. Well, what is it? What do I mean? Where do we find this? So what's 22 or 21? But it's in Parshas Vayera. Yak Avram Avinu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, "Kachnos ibidcha asher ahavta," and go kill him. And what happens? Vayashkem Avram baboker. Avram gets up early in the morning. Vayachavush is chamoro. He saddles his own donkey. Now recognize, Avram Avinu was a billionaire. A billionaire. Avram Avinu, he had loads of stocks in flocks. The guy was loaded. He had servants, he had people working for him. When do you find that a billionaire saddles his own donkey? So we do have another Mar Makom. Where is that? Good, Bilam. Bilam harash'ah. What happened to Bilam? What happened to Bilam? Bilam gets up early in the morning. Vayachavoshes asono. Good. It's a good question. Why it switched over there? So you have David Foreman or something. But okay, we go ahead and we switch it. But the point is the same. Love messes up lines, and over there, say Chazal, hate messes up lines. Now the hate is a separate discussion. I just wanted to bring out the point, but love is where we're focusing here. A person who goes in there in love, they'll be able to go and they'll be willing to go above and beyond to do more than they ever would have done in the first place. I've mentioned many times in the past that I have tremendous hakaras hatov. I went to a high school called Davis Ren of Stalin Yeshiva High School for Boys. I think there's an R and S with us perhaps today. And I couldn't get into high school, so they made one for me, and I really am indebted for that. Thank you very much. It was very nice of them to accept me on behavioral and academic probation. And the Rosh Yeshiva there, Rabbi Kamenetsky, he did a lot for me. And there's really two things I felt like I had to thank him for. I hadn't seen him in many years, and I saw him in Eretz Yisrael on Rehov St. James. I don't know where that is. In the old city. Right? It's when you're coming down Harry Potterville, and then you make a left. So I saw Rabbi Kamenetsky there. I saw him like, oh, Rebbe, so nice to see you. He said, oh, now that I'm seeing you, he comes every winter to visit his Talmidim. I'm seeing my 180th alumni. We both corrected him. Almost alumni. Whatever, it's a machlokas whether they asked me to leave. I went early admissions. Okay, so I said, there's two things I have to thank you for. He said, okay, what? Imagine, 20 years later, you see your teacher. You want to go ahead, you want to thank them. What are you going to thank them for? I said, number one, I want to thank you for that little incident that happened in 9th grade when the English principal wanted to have me arrested. And you held him off. Thank you very much. Can't go into it. It's a non-disclosure. Number two, I want to thank you. There was a rule in our school that you must have your shirt tucked in. You must have your shirt tucked in. He laughed at me when I said it. He said, we got rid of that a long time ago. But when I was there, it was the first year of the school, and they were actually trying to make it look like something. So they had all these rules. I, for the life of me, could not concentrate having my shirt tucked in. I know it's hard to imagine. Being that I'm a very orderly person, and probably you could see me as a mathematician of sorts. But it's just, I just couldn't handle it. And he gave me a pass. I was the only kid in the school. The only kid in the school that had a pass that I didn't have to have my shirt tucked in. Tremendous. Now you think like, okay, like what's the big deal? But everybody has something that bothers them. You have something that bothers them. And if that thing is bothering you, it's like when you're taking a test, and someone's like with their pen, they're going like, and you love it. You love it. You love it to death. And not exactly, you can't concentrate. I also couldn't concentrate on my shirt. He said, you don't have to have it tucked in. Fast forward a few years, I'm driving up to Montreal, Canada. I'm going to visit my wife. I'm on my way to visit my wife this time because we were not yet married. And I was driving with somebody. My parents didn't want me to go alone. It's a 400-mile drive, 600 kilometers for all you Canadians out there, eh? And within a block of the house, I stopped the car. My friend goes, what are you doing? And I got out of the car. I started to tuck myself in. And then my friend went like, what's going on? I said, I don't know. But love messes up lines. When a person's in love, they'll go above and beyond. If you're in a relationship, in the beginning of a relationship, and things are awesome, things are going great, and things are going amazing, so everything's wonderful, everything's wild. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Rachman al-Itzlan, lo aleinu. What does Rachman al-Itzlan mean? Don't even tell me. Raise your hand if you know. And if you don't raise your hand, it means you don't know. And if you do, I'm calling on you. What is Rachman al-Itzlan? Have you ever heard the expression Rachman al-Itzlan? Right? How many? Who's heard the expression? Okay, we all heard it. Now, keep your hand up if you know what it means. Isn't that fascinating? What's more fascinating is someone didn't hear it, but then knew what it meant. That was amazing. Rachman al-Itzlan literally means, may the merciful one save us. We should never have to follow such an idea. So the next time you hear something bad, you go, oh, Rachman al-Itzlan. It's always great when you hear the Bali Tshuva come in. They don't know the difference. Someone's like, I had a baby. Rachman al-Itzlan. Wow. Then like, somebody passed away. Oy, mazel tov. Mazel tov. Anyway, Rachman al-Itzlan, lo aleinu, or lo elaini. Lo aleinu means it should not be upon us. When a relationship perhaps gets into a situation where it starts to go a little bit lower, so we get up in the top, yeah, it's going great, it's rocking. But then it drops a little bit, and that love isn't there anymore. So now, all those rules that used to not bother you, And not only did they not bother you, but you'd be willing to take more rules upon yourself. I'll do more for them. I'll go above and beyond. I'll do more for them. All those rules start to be very obvious, and they start to stand out. Anybody get me? Don't be embarrassed. Anybody got me? Yeah, only the women. I only feel like I'm understood this way anyway. It starts to shift from this relationship to now it falls into a category of rules. Now what happens when it falls into a category of rules? Okay, M, here we go. I'm hungry, so you'll be the wife now. Call me up.
I'm hungry.
Say Huni. Yeah. Okay. I'm hungry, and I say back, when we're in rules, I say, all right, I have rules, I have obligations, there are things I have to take care of, there's stuff I have to do, I'll do what I have to do. I'll pick you up something to eat. Goodbye. Now I'm doing what I have to do. I'm getting them something to eat. That they said they're hungry, I'm going to take care of what I have to take care of. However, can you see the difference? Now it becomes rules. Now what happens? Rachmana litzlan. What does that mean? May the merciful Lord protect us. By the way, that's Hashem. I don't know if I made that clear. May Hashem protect us. If it goes more than that, and it doesn't go back up. Now, it's not unusual for a relationship to go like this. It's not unusual for, there's ups, there's downs. But hopefully, the up is more than the down. The up is more than the down. The direction is this way, and not not like that. But if it starts to go like this, then all of a sudden, not only do you notice the rules, but the rules start to bother us. Now, Kol Zman, I was in love. I was willing to handle the fact that I didn't have. Kol Zman, I was in love. I was willing to deal with the fact that, that was Megan. As long as I was in love, the rules didn't bother me. And even when I wasn't so in love, but it dropped a little bit, I was still willing to deal with the rules. But what happens if the relationship doesn't pick it up? Then not only do the rules bother me, I'm not interested in having the rules anymore because the cost-benefit isn't worth it. And when it's not worth it anymore, what happens to the relationship? It's finished. Finito. Done. The thing is totally done. Okay, that Rachmana litzlan, may God save us. Hashem should help us. No one should ever be in such a situation. Amen. We should all be rich. Amen. However, let's take a look at Judaism. Now, it could be one of you said it, and if you did, I apologize. I didn't hear it. I heard Torah. I heard God. I heard Hashem. Heard Yay. Right? I heard ideas about this, but nobody did I hear, and if you said it, I apologize. I did not hear anybody say relationship. What is Judaism? Judaism is a relationship. That is what Yiddishkeit is. It is a relationship. Are there rules in relationships? Absolutely there are rules in relationships. However, if you're in love, then the rules, not only do they not bother you, you're willing to go above and beyond and do more and do more and do more. How do we look at Yiddishkeit? So you look at about tshuva versus a person who grew up religious. You can see this, it's an excitement. There's a hunger inside them. It's great. They're just pumped up to get involved in anything. Take a look and you see the difference. See the guy wakes up who grew up his whole life, right? Chemla space. Pause. Chemla. Rabbi Manasecha. You look at a person who's about tshuva. It's like, Hashem, I love you. You know I love you. Mode'ani. It's exciting. Lefanecha, melechai v'kayam. This is excitement. You watch a person, it's like they have to go wash for a motzi. It's like a motzi, like, okay, let's go wash. He's watching me on Shabbos here. Let's go wash. Okay, let's go wash. Time to wash. Make sure it's with Yud Aleph Amos Psia so you get there quick enough to be with such a thing. And they're like, let's do it. Twice on the right, twice on the left, up to the wrist. Don't be cheap, but do it. And there's an excitement there. But this is excitement that's happening, even if they get Yiddish on you, which I know I'm going to say wrong, but I do it anyway. Right? There's this excitement that happens that they get into it. I know it's cheap, and I get it. Relax, all right? I didn't know that. I think you told me that once. Anyway, so the point is that there's this excitement. Look at Yiddishkeit, a person, or a bar mitzvah boy, not even about tshuva. Bar mitzvah boy puts on his tefillin the first time. It's like, he's like, it's trepidation and excitement. Gila birada. You can mama see it. You look at a bar mitzvah boy, it's gila birada. There's excitement, but there's this fear. We don't know what's going on. And then when you get older, it's like, no, how's the work today? What you'll do? You're not allowed to talk. Oh, no, bracha, right, to go back on and say, where's like the fire when it's a relationship? Oh, it's incredible. Then what ends up happening? Lo aleinu, rachmana litzlan. What happens then? If it breaks down. So if it's going well, not only does it not bother me, Yiddishkeit, not only do the rules not get in my way, I'm willing to take more upon myself. I'm willing to be a little more machmir. I'll go lefnim b'shir sadin. I'll get to a level of midus chasidus. I'm able to do more and more and more. And this is awesome. I love watching people Pesach. How many kazesim do people have? How many olive amounts do people consume? How's that? You're like, but I still don't get it. What does a kazayis have to do with an olive? What shaykhs, right? How many kazesim? See, like kazayis, you watch this different type of people on Pesach. You watch them. Some people are sitting there like this, like, just like going out, like, and then others like, it's like they're coming at him Mitzrayim mamish, like, this is amazing. It's amazing. Are we pumped up? Do we do more? But then, lo aleinu rachmana litzlan, what happens? A person doesn't feel that pumping. They're not cracking. It's not exciting. It's not incredible or amazing, unbelievable, phenomenal. So what happens? It drops a level to rules. And then we say, you know what? Fine. I'll do what I have to do. What's it called? I'll be yotzei. I'll be yotzei. Whenever somebody says, I'll be yotzei, what are they saying? They're saying, I'll do what I have to do. I'll do what I have to do. I have to go to shachas. I'll do what I have to do. You have to bench. What's the worst thing ever? You're in a run, you got to go somewhere, you get up, someone like bench. You're like, no, not benching. No. One of my kids said they're hungry. I said, have a sandwich. My kid at the time was like 7 years old. I said, not a sandwich. I'm like, what's wrong with the sandwich? Because then I have to wash. And I have to bench. I'm like, excuse me, you were not allowed to hate benching till 14. How dare you? What's going on? Zerizis. What's the feeling? I have to bench. Oh no, what do you mean you have to bench? That's the unbelievable machlokes Beis Shammai Beis Hillel. I think we go with Shammai here. Is that right? Did I get this right? A person eats on the top floor of a building. And they forgot to bench, and they leave the building, and they walk down the block already. And they go, I have to bench. Do you have to go back? Machlokes Beis Shammai Beis Hillel. I hope I'm getting this right. It's not a machlokes? It is? Maybe?
No, they don't do that.
You don't have to?
Go back.
Gepaskind. Everyone should know. You're good. I believe it's Beis Hillel that says, well, you're going to make them go all the way back up. I mean, the guy just left the office. You're going to make him go all the way back up. And Beis Shammai says, you're right, I hear that. I hear. Somebody leaves their wallet in the office. What, you're going to make them go back up? Of course not. Just keep going. Now, la'alacha, I don't know. Let's say you don't have to go back, la'alacha. Lehashkafa, do you have to go back? Of course you have to go back. And you'd be excited and thrilled. Oh, my wallet. Baruch Hashem. How many of us are like, oh, benching in the makom where I ate? Baruch Hashem. Woo, that was close. What's it? No, I don't want to get it. It's gonna hurt people too much. It's too emotional. I don't want to forget your cell phone. It's like people start crying. It's a whole thing. You're gonna go ahead. You're gonna say, how many people go back and say, Baruch Hashem, I went back, and are excited to go back? Halavai, I should reach such a level. You know, when the Rabbanim say, like, I'm really speaking to myself, and if you want to listen, you can, okay? Well, I'm not, okay? I'm talking to you, all right? And maybe I'll listen. Okay, let's put it that way, because it's so much easier to give other people the Kshot Osam. Okay, in any event. And anyway, friends, what happens, a person goes ahead, and Judaism is amazing, I'll go beyond. Then it falls to I'll be Yotzei. And then they no longer feel the bren, the fire, the excitement, the passion. And then they say, you know what? Not only do I notice the rules, not only are they troubling, I'm not interested in them anymore. And then what happens, God forbid? Done. Everybody hears this? Scary? When we say that Yiddishkeit is a relationship, this isn't a fluffy, like a nice little Project Inspire, yay, right? That's not fluffy, that was real. But I mean, this isn't like, yay, like, okay, nice idea, relationship. Banim atem l'Hashem Elokeichem. What do we say every year? We have a month called Elul. What's Elul? Ani le'uman ve'ishti levad. No, it's the real. I see some of the women upset. I'm so sorry. I understand. Ani lidodi v'dodi, ani lidodi v'dodi li'aroeh. I am to my beloved is to me. We sang yesterday, Yedid Nefesh. Are we paying attention what we're saying? Yedid Nefesh, So how are you doing? How's work? Yedid Nefesh. Nafshi cholas avosecha. I'm lovesick for you, Ribono Shel Olam. We're in love. Shira Shirim Ashel Shlomo. What's the whole Shira Shirim? It's a love story between Klal Yisrael and the Jewish people. This is just like a nice little cutesy. That is Yiddishkeit. Yiddishkeit is a relationship with the Ribono Shel Olam. That is Yiddishkeit. But unfortunately, sometimes what people do is they don't get that. In my experience, I have seen, at least I can just tell you in terms of my own experience. You can have your own. That's fine. Okay, whatever you want, take yours. I'm taking mine. My experience is that people that grew up religious, we look at the Ribono Shel Olam in two different ways. We have Avinu and... Wow, guys, you're not doing well today. Yeah? We do have Avinu and Malkeinu. What's Avinu? What does that mean? Father. What's Malkeinu? Our king. In my experience, those that grew up religious grew up with Malkeinu, Gehenna Maveira. It's Malkeinu. Muksa. Shabbos. Shul. Let's go. No. Torah. Zmira house. Like, chill. Take it easy. And those who grew up secular, grew up Avinu. I go to a guy, he's a secular guy. I say, why don't you get involved in little mitzvahs? God, maybe. He goes, no, I don't think you understand. God and I'm tight. We tight. We're tight. You understand? We're close. God, we good. What about mitzvahs? God loves me. He's my father. It's not true. He loves me. I think one side has to hear there's a Malkeinu, and the other side has to hear there's an Avinu. To recognize there's something called Avinu. And by virtue of the fact that when I said Yiddishkeit, nobody here, except for the one who did, I didn't hear you. There's always that one who afterwards said, I said it, but besides you. You did say it, brother. You did say it. Besides you. How come nobody said relationship? Because you didn't grow up with that being Yiddishkeit. You didn't grow up with Yiddishkeit is relationship with the Ribono Shel Olam. We grew up with Torah. And that's what I meant by Torah. I meant relationship. Can't you see how good it is? Relationship. A yachas. A real relationship with the Ribono Shel Olam. And if a person drops from there, they become, I'll be Yotzei. They drop from I'll be Yotzei. They say, I'm Yotzei. I'm out. And it's done. So which one is it? The answer is it's both. Yiddishkeit is a relationship, and Yiddishkeit is rules. It's both. They're both there. The question is, what do you choose to focus on? Do you choose to focus on the fact that you have must do this, must do that, must do this, must do that? Or do you focus on the fact that this is our Father in heaven? We have the opportunity to be connected with the Almighty. We can be connected with Hashem. That's incredible. What do we look at? Now, how does that pan out? We're going to play another game now. We did a little word association game. We're going to do another one. This is a word translation game. I'm going to say a word. I want you to translate it. I say a word, you translate it. Here we go. Ready? The word is ata. Go. Now with a relationship? Yes! Another interpretation was you. Okay, now, ata with an ayin. Ata. Now. Okay, v'lam al shinim. And the slanderers. Scoff slanders. Okay, Baruch. Oh, I love that one. Okay. Oh, look at that. Nice. Whipping out the Rishonim. All right. Torah. Okay, there's how many in the room right now? There's about 2,000 people here. 3,000, about 3,000 people. Maybe an eighth of the room, that's a lot for 3,000. So let's say there's like 250, 300. I said, what does Torah mean? So quiet. It was so quiet. Why was it so quiet? What does Torah mean? Hashem. Do not pull this move on me later.
I knew it. I just didn't want to say it, you know. Wanted to give other people a chance that they also knew it and didn't say it.
Okay, so for those who spoke up, you're correct. The word Torah means instruction. Do you want to call it guidelines? If that's better, it's fine. You can call it guidelines. I wasn't even meant. I didn't even want to go down that route. I was hoping these are the easy ones. I didn't get to the hard one yet. But we're having trouble already. Oy is right. What does oy mean? Okay, ready? Rachmana litzlan. Okay, no. Geschmack. Gewaldig. I heard like the same thing twice. I was like, I heard and then Okay, how about this one? How about this one? How about this one? Now, I'm going to ask you a word. I want you to give me a translation of the word. I don't want a sheer or a nice, beautiful idea. Okay. I want you to translate the word. Who's up for it? Anyone up for the challenge? I want to ask you personally. Who wants to take it on? Yeah, can I do it? Is this your grandson? You don't know this kid. Right, okay. Yeah. What, you came here yourself? How'd you show up here? Oh, Mordechai Trapp. Wow, how young you look. What big eyes you have. All right. Everybody, what does the word mitzvah mean? Okay, good. Now, we have something called relationships. Yeah, relationships. We have something called rules. And then as you can see over here, there's nothing here. That's if we go beyond that. Relationship rules. Let's work within rules. Let's continue on with our Malkeinu. What's Yiddishkeit? Mitzvos. What are mitzvos? Rules. Commandments. Really, it's accurate. Tzav. A tzav is a command. Tzivoy. So that's good. We're correct. There's only one problem. Not there's really only one problem. There's a huge problem. If you look at Yiddishkeit like rules or like Torah or like however you were looking before, then in Nichinami you will translate mitzvah probably along those lines. And that's what you all did, whoever did. And we translated mitzvah as commandment or command, mandiamento. And that's correct. Pero, if anyone was paying attention, at approximately 12:48 a.m. on Friday night, Shabbos early morning, when Rabbi Yoel Gold mentioned, he quoted me saying, this particular Zohar that the Gemara brings down, the word mitzvah comes from another word, which is tzavsa, which means el punto de conexión. Tzavsa is a point of connection. Or connection point. Who here speaks modern Hebrew? Do you guys do anything? Does anybody do anything here? They're all answering. I'm just saying they're not, though. Right? Does anybody here speak a little Hebrew? Yeah, a little. Yeah, okay. A bitale. Yeah. Kitzasen. Okay. Slowly. Okay. What does the word tzevet mean? You go to an organization, you go to some event like this, you'll see in the back it'll say tzevet. The tzevet is a staff or a crew or a group. Why is the word in Hebrew tzevet? Because the word tzevet is another word for mitzvah or tzavta, which means connection point. When you work together at a particular event, you're all there for one point. As soon as that point is gone, everybody disbands. So if you translate mitzvah as command, which is accurate, then you're in the world of rules. If you're in the world of rules, you're in the world of Malkeinu. If you're in the world of Malkeinu, you're in the world of Al Biyotze. If you're in the world of Al Biyotze, you're in the world of like, if I must. If I had to give you a noise for that, it would be like, huh. If you're in the world of relationship, you're in the world of point of connection. If you're in the world of point of connection, you're in the world of Avinu. If you're in the world of Avinu, you're in the world of awesome. You're in the world of awesome, it's yeah. So which one are we? Are we or yeah? And judging of what we've seen so far, things are not looking too good, fellas. And fellows and fellas, fellowettes, fellows, fellows. Not looking too good. Where are we holding? What is Yiddishkeit to us? This is not fluffy. This is psukim. This is the ultimate of what it's meant to be. The Zohar goes into it. Not that I would know, I'm under 40. But when I was over 40, the Zohar speaks about the whole concept of the relationship between the Jewish people and Hashem and love at the forefront. Of course, there's something called Yira, and there's something called Malkeinu. What's the purpose of Yira and Malkeinu? What's the purpose? To keep you in check. It is a safety net. It's a safety net. But do not confuse Yira as the ultimate relationship. Certainly not Yiras HaOnesh. Yiras HaRomamos I'm not going to start with because you're going to have a whole machlokas rishonim, but I'm not going to do that. But Yiras HaOnesh certainly not. Try to imagine it like a couple that's married for 10 years. At their 10-year anniversary, the husband takes his wife out for a beautiful anniversary dinner. And the wife is always astounded. How is he always so good? He's amazing. He's so amazing, incredible. So she decided to ask him. He never missed a birthday, an anniversary, a birthversary, an Anna thing. Never misses it. So she decides to ask him, tell me, how are you so perfect? So he goes, stop it, thank you, but no, really, please, no, please, no. Now tell me how. And now she sees he starts getting nervous. What? It's nothing. I love you. How are you so perfect? He's like, okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Before we got married, I had a meeting with my rabbi, and he told me every woman carries with her 2 pistols. One in her purse and one in her shaitel. And I was told if I ever mess up, it's over. Can you imagine the feelings of love the wife will be feeling at that moment? That's why you were so perfect? He goes, yeah. That was everything? And she's all devastated. And he goes, I'm so sorry, yeah. And she goes, well, you're right. Answer is, Yira is a relationship. Yira is in check. If you don't have yira, it's a problem. If in a relationship you don't understand that there's boundaries, that's a problem. But that's not the relationship. The relationship is ava. The relationship is love. The relationship is connection and relationship. So where are we holding? Person says, what's with all these rules? Yiddishkeit is it's so burdensome. It's so, it's so challenging. It's so hard. It's so difficult. Why does God have to make it so many rules? I've never heard a chassan or a kala ever. I never really spoke to them, but I don't imagine I would have heard that a chassan's walking down and someone whispers, you know that once you do this, you're now stuck. That the guy was like walking and goes, forget it. He goes, what are you talking about? Stuck with what? Stuck with this woman. So what? That's amazing. I love this person. Of course I'm going to be with this person. Yaakov Avinu style will go with. I want to be with this person, of course. There's rules. Who cares? All those rules are just there to teach us how to have the relationship. That's it. All these quote-unquote burdensome things are there for us to actually get something out of life. I always think of it like a roller coaster. You go to a roller coaster. Anybody been to a roller coaster? No? Cholamoid? Come on. Yes? Great adventure? You go Cholamoid, great adventure? You always have. It's like, it's only Jews. But everybody's wearing their Yankee cap with one string of a tzitzit sticking out. And they're like walking like as if like, and someone's like, no mincha, but the hot dogs. And the guy goes, Vos, I don't know, you talk about I'm not, why you think I'm Jewish, you know? Yankele, kimerai. Like, we know you're Jewish. If you wear a Yankees hat, you are Jewish, that's it. How do we know? Because the Yankees are rich. You go to a roller coaster, there are tons of rules. By tons, I mean like 6, but it's an expression. You can't be too tall. You can't be too short. You must keep your arms and legs in at all times. If you have long hair, you must chop it off. If you have a long beard, don't pay it. If you have jewelry, you must either keep it very close and tight or take it off. What is with this place? I thought this is like an amusement park. I thought we're supposed to have fun here. Supposed to enjoy ourselves. Why all the rules? I want to put my arms and legs out. I want to let the jewelry let it ride. I want to make my hair all the way out and wear loose clothing and not put the thing all the way down. What will come back? Maybe a torso. I always think about it in terms like it would be like on Cholamoid, so it's different because make sure your shaitels are on well. Your payas are tied, very tight. Your tzitzis are in. Frak up and in. Get yourself and go. Gishma! At the end, they give a kugel. And when it's not like the same pictures they sell in the goyish things, they sell a picture of you, whatever. They have a family picture after. It's like, come, stavta. Yes. These rules are there for us to be able to connect and be able to get to the highest levels of excitement and joy and connection. It's not there to lose. It's there to gain. Anybody who says, what's with all the rules, either is, and I'm saying this now in seriousness and I apologize, either right now is not doing too well in terms of their own relationship, either with Hashem or with their spouse or with their kids or whatever's going on. And that's the way that they see everything. But someone who's raised on what it really is about, it's geschmack, it's amazing. It's unbelievable. And you wake up in the morning not, oh no, I have to, but I can. Oh no, I must, but what an opportunity. A different look, it's up to you. What do you want to look at it like? Okay, people, what I want to do right now is just a quick recap of everything we did. We'll end off with one point. And then that'll be it. Here we go. So we started off in the beginning. Spell little association game. Up, down, right, left, all around, black, white, orange, Jew, Hashem, gay, Yiddishkeit, cricket, Judaism. Has anyone ever been to rules before? Anybody understand the question? Kol ha'olam kula. Has anybody been in the rules before? Yes or no? Does anyone understand the question now? Kasher tzar me'od. That's when a person, what? When the relationship drops a level, now I'm in a rules. So we say, comes with the deal, bottom line, person goes to the deal, the rules of the relationship, the person in love, the goal, but me, I have to do more. Yes, Mayor, get me something further. Where'd you go? Did Mayor leave me? No, there you are, honey. Ready to go a little further, get myself a pizza pie, so I want 3 slices of salad. No, I want to get more. Can you supersize this? Can I get a Diet Coke with that, please? A little sweetener, a little French fry, a little chip, make it extra crisp, thank you. Then the person gets a little bit further and says, okay, I'm going to do it. But then what happens is the relationship goes on. Rachmana litzlan. Rachmana litzlan. It breaks down a little bit. It becomes rules. Okay, I'll get you something to eat. It gets more. Then all of a sudden I can't stay anymore. I don't want it anymore. Leave me alone, right? Delete caller, block caller, whatever it is. No longer relationship. Totally done. So Torah let me get a little further. What's Yiddishkeit? Cricket. Hashem. So nice. Torah. Yeah. Mitzvos. It's beautiful. Relationship. Are there rules? Of course there's rules. There's tons of rules, but who cares about the rules? I'm in love. Who says the Gemara? Rashi, 2 different places. I do it. I have a mekakel. You tuck yourself in. We do things that are above and beyond that we never would have done before because I'm in love. But if Rahmanu Litzlan Lo Elinu, Rahmanu Litzlan, what happens? It breaks down a little bit. It becomes rules. Okay, Ribono Shalom. I'll do what I have to do. I'll be Yotzei. As opposed to, I want to do more. I'll come before davening. I'll come early. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm going to watch. I'm going to bench. I forgot my benching. I'm sorry. Baruch Hashem, it's still here. And within 72 minutes, it's still right there on the table. You sit down and we bench. What an excitement. What an awesome feeling. It breaks down. I'll be Yotzei. It breaks down. I'm not interested anymore. What's a mitzvah? El punto de conexión. Oh, we have the one. It's what the mandamiento. To put it together. The question is, when you look at it, if you look like a rule, it's a commandment. Then yes, the way I have over here is what we got: rules, we got commandments. We have fine. I'll be Yotzei. We have relationship. We have point of connection. We have incredible, amazing, unbelievable, fantastic. Fill in as many more as you want over there. So which one do we look at, people? How do we see it? Understand, of course, the rules are there, but the rules are there in order to protect you, in order to make sure that you don't fall. As we know, every loving relationship has 2 pistols. And a person goes and recognizes that and realizes that all of a sudden the Judaism will turn around 180 degrees. For those who didn't know Rachmana litzlan, 180 degrees is half of a circle. But I'm assuming if you knew Rachmana litzlan, that's where maybe you didn't know it. But 180 degrees is a circle. Half a circle. We turn our relationship with Judaism will totally flip around how we look at it. Now I want to end off with this one last point. I want to end off with this one last point. I want to end off at this point. I get the mitzvos. I get it. You want to say it's relationship and that kind of stuff? But stop it. Why so many? It still bless you. Why so many? And the details of the details. We know we have 613 mitzvos. And we have another 613 D'Rabbanan billion. I was like, what's with the billion? Why? Why all of these little details? I'm being good, I'm connecting, I'm doing. Why do I have to do like, no, it's like, mom, it's like this, and get to that dakia sticker. Why does that even make a difference? What's the answer? Okay, good. Lefikach Hirom Torah Mitzvos. Excellent. That's the Rambam and the Pirush Mishnayos, Makkos. Wow, now we're getting into it a little bit. Try to think for a moment. If someone were to walk over to you, you haven't seen in years, and says to you, April 21st. Is anybody's birthday April 21st? That didn't work. Is it today? Happy birthday. Imagine someone comes over to you and says to you, Moshe. You're like, my name is Chaim. What are you talking about? But they know your name. They know your birthday. And they remember the snack you ate in class from 30 years ago. How do you feel, besides a little creeped out? How do you feel if someone walks over to you from last year's convention, who you met one time, and comes over and says your name? How do you feel? What's the answer? You feel great. You remember my name? Your name? I remember where you live. Restraining order. I remember your birthday. Because you know they say that there's an idea that Hashem loves you. Hashem loves us so much. That's nice. But you know what real love is? When Hashem loves you this much. And when we love Hashem this much. When we love Hashem so much that the details make a difference. And we're careful with them. And we make fun of people that are medaktek and they're machmir. We make fun of them. But we're making fun of a person who loves the Ribono Shel Olam. Who gets the last laugh? The Satan. Who gets the laugh? As they say, the devil is in the details. Sometimes one spouse is the devil, but we're saying how much you really love the person is when you know the details. When you care about the details. So let's try again. I'm going to play a little association game. I'm going to say a word, you tell me what comes to mind. Yiddishkeit. Come on, people, you're so weak. Yiddishkeit. Have a great day. Thank you for coming. Bye.